secret. What? Oh, not the dog you hung out with this morning.
Yeah, Moose.
No, that one's dead.
No! Not Moose! I love Moose.
Their Instagram account was doing too well, so.
Oh my God, how to get in. Now, are our cats in trouble due to... I mean, is it just dogs that you go after, Michael? Or is it all pet-based?
I come for all pets eventually.
No.
Okay. That's fair.
I am the Reaper.
No, my kitties, they're just starting to get the beginnings of Instagram fame. And by fame, I mean they have like 105 followers.
Y'all know about Paperback Paradise?
Sounds familiar.
Oh, is it the Twitter account?
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you see the
love
one that's got the dog and it's like the subtitle is like, why did Scraps run away? And the title was because it was I don't want an Instagram or something like that. It was pretty good.
I love that.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
It's really funny.
One time someone said that it really annoyed them the way that I pronounced the word simulacrum. I think I said simulacrum.
I thought it's simulacrum.
According to dictionary.com, it's simulacrum.
I feel like pronunciation are just a suggestion.
Yeah. But they definitely made me scared. Are you just
reading Paperback Paradise, Bachmann?
Yeah.
They definitely made me scared to make art, so I hope that's good.
Liz only needs 4 words to get what she wants. Let me get a fry.
Do you see the pin tweet? It's got the bear and the guy in the grass, and he's like, "Wrestle me for America, you thieving white shit."
That's a really good account. I feel like they've been posting less recently, but I just love them so much.
I love the ones where they have like things like they have little snippets of the story written out.
Yeah.
They're always so good.
I like like a scary green alien looking man and a booby armor lady and a really gross creature that says, "Kiss my son." By Pinch Garlock.
That's just what it's called.
Daniel was still new to middle school life, but he was sure of one thing: stay out of Glenn's way. Glenn was a class bully in homeroom 215, and Daniel had seen him do some bad stuff. He once threw an apple at someone's little brother. So Daniel was apprehensive when Glenn approached him after school, but he couldn't believe his proposition. "You want me to date your mom?" Daniel asked. While Glenn stalled, yeah, y'all didn't think I was gonna read more, but I am. He kicked a rock into the lake. "She's real lonely ever since Dad." He couldn't say it. He was too nervous. He closed his eyes and blurted out, "I was thinking y'all could get hitched. Since you get pretty good grades, I figure you'd be good for her. Plus, you could be my dad and tell me what to do and be there for me." Glenn smiled at Daniel, who shook his head. "Dude, I'm not doing that. I'm in school."
We're all so fucking good.
That's so funny.
Oh, I'm gonna have a really good time reading from this account later. Again. Bachmann, do you know about PP the cat on Twitter?
Uh-uh.
I feel like you would enjoy PP the cat. PP's Twitter
like
handle is
bullshit.
PP's Twitter handle is PP Playhouse, and he's a cat, and his name is PP.
He has the only animal fake Twitter
That's good.
lingo speech parlance that I sometimes I'm like, I think the cat might be typing this.
Okay.
Did you see this one?
my dad said I smelled bait, and to be quite franky, I'm a little pissed off.
There's a earnestness to PP the cat.
It's really good. He's always really appreciates when people do art of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Someone made a muscle PP the cat.
I think PP the cat's strong for sure.
I think PP is strong. He's just a little creature. I like literally a couple months ago just sat down and like read through that entire Twitter account.
How come no one's in the chat? Where are all our chatters? Where are our chat people?
Did we tweet it?
We tweeted yesterday.
Well,
Wait,
did we
okay.
tweet today?
Look at the.
We shouldn't have to. They should just be here 24/7.
Is it actually streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, because
people?
last time it was supposed to be a test, but somebody waved. There's
Sometimes-
16 people here.
If you want to be a fan, you just have to stay in an empty room for a week. I think
Just
that's
see what
fair
happens.
to me. Twitch, most likely only doing one episode tonight because Jennifer and I had a fire scare in the apartment and we're operating on like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, and we took a nap before we started streaming, and I'm not sure if that helped.
I don't think it did.
I was asleep for the night, and then your alarm went off and awoke me. But
I respect that you didn't even move when the alarm went off.
I was like, don't.
I was like, I don't think he's gonna know.
No. Well, I did the same thing when our fire alarm went off too.
Yeah, and then turns out there was actually a real fire.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Somebody burnt their toast / fell asleep on a cigarette.
We have someone in an apartment that just loves drugs a lot.
Yeah.
And
think
I
she loves
wish we lived in a better
drugs.
country where she could get help easier.
And not
but-
set our fire alarm in the building off every
Right.
couple of months.
Right. So that I want to throw
Love
that energy
drugs.
out there.
I was Googling today. I was like, can someone get evicted for setting the fire alarm off too many times? I did not find a lot.
I think it's really fucking hard to
Yeah, I think
fix
it's pretty hard to evict people.
which is probably good for the long run. But in this very petty
But like,
sense,
also, it's like this person is actually like endangering our lives by
Yeah.
constantly setting shit on fire in her apartment.
the
so
Red Cross had to come.
the Red Cross had to come.
Any damn way.
I don't
Twitch,
know.
thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for showing
Thank you for
up.
being here.
Thank
Thank you for being
loving
here
me.
and not over at the Critical Role stream.
Don't,
Michael, I
don't-
feel like you just realized that they streamed tonight.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
Oh.
a thing. I'd
my
never
God.
heard
That
of
could
it
be
before.
why. Or
Michael, I was actually really worried when you said that I was going to see our number drop by like 15. Like,
like, oh yeah, Critical Role's happening.
oh
Bye.
shit.
Oh,
Bye.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Michael, I love you, but I'm gonna punch you in the freaking butt when I see you next.
Did you guys know that the dexterity
Look
saving
for it this
throw
time.
thing on here, the emblem is a little kitty cat?
What?
Look, the kitty.
Holy beans! Did you guys know that you can change your borders, colors, and outlines?
Yes, you said it last week. Fuck.
Fuck. Well,
y'all-
Michael, I say a lot of things to you,
How do I
and
do
it doesn't
that?
always get
You're
through.
gonna get somebody get the spanking pen because you're gonna
need the spanking
spank.
Y'all want to
Have you
know
listened to this
how
past week's
blessed.
episode, Michael?
I listen to them as soon as they come out now.
Is this a freedom reference?
Yeah, the Kids
Yeah.
Bop one was killing me.
That continues this week because the one came out today. Uh-huh.
I love him.
We should start a new
I love
podcast
him
that is
so
just
much.
you two talking about your favorite moments of freedom.
I love freedom. The spanking pin, because for those of you who don't listen to this podcast, is when they bring up something they've already brought up on the podcast before.
The spanking-
They get a spanking from their
The,
audio
the
engineer.
engineer
with the
comes
pin.
and spanks them with a Sharpie.
But they had an incident where someone got an unjust spanking,
No,
so they made
the slap, but in freedom form.
oh my god, which engineer? Chef
Yeah.
Kevin.
Even your Cody Steve.
No, it's Chef Kevin. They made him they made him sing a song and like do squats at the same time.
I like the suggestion of them doing a reverse spanking, which is they'll hold the pen to someone's butt and then pull it away really fast.
Take it away. Take the spanking away.
I don't understand.
Well, this whole spanking thing was happening via audio format also.
Did they say ouch and things?
Yeah, I think so.
Lord bless.
Okay,
They
let's
are
see
saying
if
they're
this...
going to take a picture, and then I'm like, I'm never going to look at it.
I've never.
All right, everyone,
No.
zoom in on Jennifer's face as she live try of a bourbon and Coke Zero that she hasn't had since like
It
college.
was so strong earlier. I know
It wasn't that strong.
It tastes like frat juice.
I think anything you have is
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Don't do it yet.
Okay, let me know.
Almost. I gotta make it real big.
real big. Make it big.
What if I don't make any face? And I'm like, this
Do
is-
it now.
Something just fell in a very loud way. She likes it.
That's the face that she means she likes it.
Wait.
That's a good clip. That's a good clip.
I do
The
feel
nice
that's a
thing-
very good clip.
The nice thing about the weird Twitch delay is that I got to go and watch that again and zoomed in.
Do you guys remember that time Tim fell out of his chair?
That's actually our #1 Twitch clip.
I don't remember that. Can I watch it right now?
Where is it?
Yeah, I don't know how to. I was
I
just
typed
Googling
it.
us, and then there's like a picture of me going like this, and then it's that, and there's like a website that has all your top clips.
Oh man.
I'll let the chat room decide to find that if they want to,
Find it.
and then link it to me. Joe,
Look
start
it
recording?
up, chat room.
Look
Look
it up.
I found it. It's easy to find.
Timmy takes a tumble.
I don't know how to
Can you,
share.
like-
Oh, there. No. I'll put it
Oh
in
my
the
god.
good chat. That's what I call good chat now.
The good chat. Let's go. I want to watch it.
I just
New
want to
internet?
say, this isn't entirely real. And also, look how skinny I was.
Me too. I don't like this.
Where's it at?
Oh, this is Cast of Thrones.
Yeah, it's Cast of Thrones.
Let me see the good chat.
I missed
Finally
those glasses.
passed me
Maybe
a
I
follower,
wear those.
which is bullshit because
A year ago.
for like a long time I had a
And
lot
I
more
didn't-
followers
this is the first time I've seen it,
I had more
apparently.
followers than him, and
Really?
for some reason.
Yeah, because I wasn't watching it. I wasn't watching it in the clip.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There's
funny.
5 billion
Man, I'm fucking
followers.
laughing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Tim
Everyone
just
ready?
fell on the ground like
2
a
seconds.
fucking idiot.
No, I rolled
I looked away for 1 second and I missed it. Ready?
Fell.
Oh, hold on.
Tim?
Yeah, I'm ready.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're
We're
recording.
recording. We're recording.
Yeah, Michael, part of the reason I didn't hear what you were saying is because I was watching that clip and I thought I was listening to the Michael in the clip.
It's very confusing. All right. All right. Is there anything else we have to talk about before we begin?
We're streaming on next Thursday,
Yeah.
the 14th.
Every Thursday.
Every
Or
Thursday now.
just ban.
We're
yeah.
streaming every Thursday that is these next two,
Yes.
And who knows?
They're
when
probably
else.
not.
including today.
Yeah, because then we'll stream again on April 4th.
Sure.
Does that work? Does that all work out?
I think so.
Nice.
Oh,
We'll figure
Figure it out. All right. Ready? Are we going? Is it happening?
I think so.
Oh my god, yeah, it might be
I don't
happening.
like this part.
you don't like this part.
No. All right. I'm ready.
Recording.
Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Jennifer Cheek,
Hey everyone.
Tim Lanning,
Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Nika Howard,
Hello, hello.
and Mike Bachmann.
Oh, hi. Wasn't the intros this week boring?
Wow.
Wow, good energy tonight.
Oh,
What?
There weren't any
man,
jokes.
okay,
there wasn't
buddy?
a single joke. And nobody
I
joked.
don't have any jokes. Okay.
And I can't
Yeah,
be.
we don't make jokes.
And
We don't make
I'm the last
jokes.
one, and nobody joked, and I don't want to be the guy who jokes when it's inappropriate.
Have you listened to our show before?
Yeah,
We have
that's you
300 and
every
several
week.
episodes,
No.
This is
going.
a serious podcast.
Yeah.
And we're-
I'm trying to create a gritty fiction.
It's about gritty.
It's about gritty.
It's supposed to be it's
Gritty
fantasy,
fan
but it's
fiction.
supposed to feel real, you know?
I wish that you guys wouldn't be peeking into my notes app on my phone and looking at my gritty fan fiction in order to make fun of it during our podcast.
I'm
Where
guessing.
Gritty's my son, and yeah,
I'm guesting on a stream later this month, and all I want to do is make the worst character on the planet, but I don't want to ruin my name online. Like, I'm gritty. Like, hello, people I've never met. I'm gritty.
I'm gritty. I'm in a roaring 20s party.
I'm a furball. So that'll be fun. I'll tweet about it later. I don't think they've tweeted much about it. So.
Fun.
Yeah. Oh, hey, great news, everyone.
Yeah.
Guess who is guesting on our Geekly Tabletop Day stream? The entire Neoscum podcast cast. Woo, 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 woo.
What?
Yeah, brother. So, the crossover, literally millions were gagging for it.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, no, so they're guesting on that day, and it will be a one shot. I'm gonna DM for them, and their crew is gonna play some D&D, and I'm excited. We have a few more guests lined up as well, and it's coming along so nicely this year. I'm excited.
Tim, what if you fuck it up though?
Tim, are you doing? You're not doing 24 hours this year.
No,
right?
not this year. I'm not doing.
Yeah, this
24
is going to be
hours,
in the
so.
24th hour. We're going to end it. Tim's going to stay up the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Normal. It's easy to do that. No, we're doing it earlier so
Yeah.
that
That's
the
fair.
energy's high and to get people really fucking jazzed and
Yeah.
thirsty for giving money to the Trevor Project. A
That's
very,
good.
very important cause.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dope.
We're all going to be in Boston. Every one of us is going to be in Boston.
When we
Every
say we,
single
I,
one of us.
the royal we is going to be in Boston. And then Bachmann.
This episode is coming out on the 18th,
Okay.
I
That's
believe.
fine.
Yeah, so I called Antane. It's a tough bar to get a hold of. They're mercurial.
They don't seem like the kind to just like have someone answering the
Yeah,
phones.
yeah, and they don't seem to be the kind to understand that people would want to have an event there. But that to me, that's kind of
That's the charm.
That's the charm.
Absolutely.
So we're pretty much locked in to
Just showing up there.
Yeah,
Unexpectedly.
and
Till the DJ chases us away,
Till the
as
DJ chases
happens
away.
every year.
Antane, Saturday the 30th at 7 p.m. We'll have our yearly meetup there. Last year we had our biggest one yet. It was so much
It
fun.
was fun.
And then we'll basically stay until the DJ gets there. Yeah, but we'll also be on the show floor at PAX East as well.
Yeah. I'll have a copy of Drinks and Daggers to hopefully play.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, he'll let you sign every card, and yeah.
What other fun stuff?
We'll be in Dragon Con in Hotlanta. I know we
right.
said
That's
that.
that's the actual we without the
Yes.
asterisk.
Yeah, that's the-
literally actually all.
That's the
We'll be at Dragon
Imperator
Con.
we.
Just very exciting.
Yeah.
I've never been to Dragon Con before, and I've actually never really spent any time in Atlanta, so I'm.
We
pretty...
got to go to the varsity.
That's a
That's
long
everyone,
time
right?
from now.
Yes.
It's a long time from now, but I'm getting excited about it early and scared.
We aren't talking about the other thing
No.
with that yet, right?
No.
Even though it does seem
I just don't think we
Yeah,
have. Yeah, we
about
want to
that.
hit it with a hammer, and none of us are quite in hammer. We're more of a pasta feeling right
we
now.
probably want to
More
give
about-
people a thing that they can do
Exactly.
in reaction
Exactly.
to. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is fun for the chat. The
Yeah, David, cut that out. Obviously.
the
How much it
48
is?
people in the chat just know that there's something going on.
David, cut everything else out. Put that on repeat for about an hour.
Yeah, and like make it like really like echoey and
Yeah,
like
can we get some reverb in there? Yeah.
Play a K-pop.
Please
A
play
K-pop
Ice Cream Cake.
version, a K-pop
by
cover of
Red Velvet.
Despacito.
Okay.
Yes!
I just-
I'm ready for that. I want to listen to that.
Even before that, though, is GeeklyCon.
Oh, yeah, Archon.
Yeah, and that will all be there for that one.
Yeah, literally
Even
all
Mike
this.
Bachmann.
Oh shit! I gotta come to that.
Yes.
Man.
I just got my hotel ticket. I need to get my
Hotel
airplane
ticket.
hotel ticket.
Is one? I take one ticket to ride the hotel, please.
Should we explain our situation to the people listening?
Oh yes.
Tim and I had a fire in our building last night. Everything is fine, but we are working off of very little sleep because the fire happened. And it turns out if there's like an actual fire in your building, the fire department won't let you back into your house. So we've been awake for a very long time.
Yeah, so we're gonna be real fucking dumb. But
I mean, like maybe more than normal.
yeah, more than normal. And our sentences might not make sense. But shout out to fire department, keeping us alive. Shout out to Kristen and Jared for letting me come over at 5 a.m.
Shout out to the Lyft for taking me to work at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, my
this
man
morning.
Tang got me to Malden.
Oh,
Yeah, but no, everything's chill. It was just
Everything's
really
fine.
stressful.
I'm glad you guys are alive. If you tickets of sales have been brisk lately, I think it's because our new crack team of social media experts
Yeah.
oh my
have been.
goodness.
Yeah.
We just let some geeklies kind of go ham on the at GeeklyCon at Twitter and at GeeklyCon on Instagram, and there's a lot of good content on there.
I've seen a lot of fun posts on
damn.
There's a
there.
lot of really fun pictures that are like, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah.
So go check those out.
Yeah.
Get a better sense of what GeeklyCon's all about.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All
Sure.
right.
20 or any other announcements? Everyone else good?
Everyone else good?
Everyone else good?
And they're
I think
nodding.
so.
That's good.
We're doing a Dungeon Forge special tie-in episode on random encounters, where we're all going to be playing dungeon, like a mini
All
piece
of
of a
us.
dungeon together. Sorry,
Oh,
all
yeah.
of us, different Bachmann.
We're
And
gonna play in person.
yeah, so Dungeon
during
Forge,
PAX.
Dwarven
Dwarven Forge.
Forge, fuck, Dwarven
That's
Forge.
why I was like confused what you were talking about. I'm like, what is this?
I'm on no sleep. Dwarven Forge. It sent us some dungeon tiles to play the game in.
They're
and
cool as hell.
They're cool as hell. So check it out on the Random Encounters feed, and we'll definitely be tweeting and talking. You're on my computer.
I'm sorry.
Definitely tweet and talk about that more. But I'm sure it's going to be very fun. Nika and Michael will get to meet our kitty cats.
That's true.
Yay.
I won't touch them though, or else my throat closes up.
That's fair.
Oh, you gotta take a Benny.
Get a
or-
big whiff of that kitty cat
Take a
smell.
Benny.
Take a Benny. Take a Allegra. You know it, brother.
Take a Molly. That helps with cat allergies.
Sure. All right, let's do it. Let's roll
Let's do it.
a d20.
I'm gonna roll this one. This one rolled like 4 crits.
I'm gonna roll this one really pretty one. I like this one. a
When,
lot.
Tim? When did it roll 4 crits?
Are we talking? Oh,
It was-
fuck.
That's a spin down.
16.
I got 17.
I got a natural one.
Oh, boy.
Ah.
I feel like we've got a lot of secrets right now.
You got so many secrets right now.
Who's got secrets?
We're powered
We're all-
off of secrets.
Oh.
They're all exciting and good for you, the
They are.
listener, eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta stick around to find out more.
In April.
All of my secrets are I'm under a gag order by the Mueller investigation, so
No, you did it treason again.
Oh, Bachmann!
Bachmann,
I just wish you stopped doing so much treason.
we told you not to go to the UAE.
why is the forest the enemy of the country? Because they got all those trees in there.
Ah.
Oh, oof.
That's
all,
magician.
all this and more coming up on the Drunks and Dragons podcast.
Does that mean that Mike Bachmann has to do the recap?
It does mean that.
He's trying to delay
He's like, what if I? A very interesting tactic of
talking about the Mueller investigation.
investigation for the entire ep. They never. I respect it.
This is this is gonna be a fun one for your recap because there's a bit of a cliffhanger. For
It was
the
like
last
all
episode.
combat. It's fine.
It's a bit of a cliffhanger for the last episode, and we're not going back there. So I think you need to recap us on what's happening with the Alpha group.
Alpha group.
Wait, so you need me to you don't need me to do the last episode. You need me to do like the
2
last
episodes.
minus 3.
Something like that.
Something.
We can help you. I have notes. For
No,
this one, Bachmann.
Yeah.
no,
Don't
the,
help him.
you don't need to.
That's what he wants.
No
It's-
one help him.
No one help him. It's-
Wait,
I'm just,
that should be on the wiki, Bachmann.
don't reveal my secrets.
Don't delete the wiki real quick.
Speaking
Someone
of
please.
speaking of
David, cut
magicians,
that out.
uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna be like bullet point. Toby's never gotten a B in school. Bullet point. Rowan, by contrast, has gotten at least one B. Skud was homeschooled. Frank did poorly in gym class. Rowan's never thrown up from drinking. Toby and Skud have. Lahni. Oh, okay. So that's not how you want me to do it.
I like that.
I don't know.
actually.
You were like halfway through the app.
Yeah, so there's a game of Never Have I Ever, and then there was everyone went to bed, and then they got up.
Well, what was the big thing you guys just did?
We just talked to this lady with the orb. She's
this lady.
The orb lady.
talking to this orb lady. She's
I'm-
big.
Jennifer.
She lives in she lives in a library, and her name is Ioun. Yeah, she's a god ish, but you gotta watch out. This orb could kill her.
It'll get you.
So we gotta.
So there's an orb, you're saying?
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, there's an orb. Of course,
Well,
there's an
not
orb.
for people who this is their first episode.
Ioun
We're very
is
confused
the-
right now.
What
Ioun.
are you doing?
Don't listen to this one first.
Ioun wrote the Scarlet Harlot series, which means she's basically the Tom Clancy of this universe.
Or the Dan Brown.
Or the
Two both
Danielle
famous
Steele.
romance authors that we could all agree are both mostly
Oh,
known.
Clancy.
My favorite romance author is Ernest Hemingway. How about you, Jennifer?
She told us a long story about
Clive Cussler.
Gaia.
Charles Bukowski.
That was
Chuck
closer. Palahniuk. Also closer.
My favorite author is Goosebumps.
The author of Goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Yeah, so you're gonna get a lot of this energy this episode, everyone. Just as a kind of a
I
heads
don't
up.
feel like this one's our fault. I just want to say that.
But yeah, there's a lot. She told us a long story about Gaia and proto gods who murdered her. Murdered Gaia. Yeah, not Ioun. That'd be weird.
That would be bad.
And then there's 6 of the wisest mortals gave him magic. Then they had like a baby, and it was the Circle of 7. And the
This is a really great book report you're doing.
yeah. Been 1,000 years to make that orb. It was real powerful. Could kill a god. Don't forget. And then words. Yeah, all the bad gods are killed.
What's a big picture sort of? What's your quest that you're all on right now?
Got this.
We have to put the.
Is this an open question, or are we not helping Bachmann still?
That's up to you.
I mean, you wanted this to be one episode. Do you want like
But
one? Do you want
We
it to
need
be
to
just
destroy the
recap?
device, and we need to put it back
Yeah.
together first.
It's just this is an anime recap episode where, we found a weird orb when we found a weird guy named Skud, and apparently
That's so true.
extremely powerful beings want this orb. And shortly after we acquired orb, turned out gods and in other planes were being ghostbusted, and so we've been planeswalking, and
That makes it sound very cool.
it does. That's Magic the Gathering term.
Yeah.
And we've been assisting various gods out there, some good, some not so good. And now, as of right now, there's no extremely dangerous immediate thing happening as far as Alpha Team knows. Obviously, there's infinite danger all the time because we know that there's these other sections of the orb. When we touch it, it shows us these other planes that have bad shit going on. It's just that the remaining planes that we have to go to, none of them are like, uh-oh, and now they're invading, or uh-oh,
Yeah.
now this is happening. So, so this orb apparently can kill gods, and the only way to destroy it is if we can put it all together. And the fun thing, when we put the orb back together, it turns into, Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, a square.
It's like a cube.
No, I literally meant
A flat
a
square.
physically impossible 2D plane.
But right now, we're currently with Ioun in the library, and we can ask her questions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I believe the episode began on Toby asking, what's the difference between coriander and cilantro?
I think I
There
said
is
all this
no-
stuff.
There is no difference between coriander and cilantro, Toby.
Okay, I'm good.
Toby,
It's
you
the
don't
same
wanna ask-
thing.
You don't want to ask any like questions about our.
I'm good.
Toby, I'm not good at thinking about this kind of, big picture stuff. Like more of an in the moment person.
I got
so
a
Yeah.
question
kind of
for you. If we complete this orb, does it create a catastrophic negative event?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me unpack that. If you complete the orb, will it do a negative catastrophic event?
Yeah. Like an
Like, well-
apocalypse kind of thing, or like if we create this orb, does it unleash a power that would rival the furies of hell?
Oh wow.
That is a responsible and good question to ask. My understanding is that if you do assemble the complete artifact, you will have in your grasp the power to kill a god.
Cool.
Okay. Can I have just a quick? Oh, I'm sorry. If you have.
Yeah,
more
no,
questions.
please go ahead.
Just a real quick follow-up question. What is the shelf life of an egg salad sandwich? I got one from 3 months ago, and I just want to make sure it's still fresh. 'Cause I do not want to be wasting them.
Well, there's a number of factors involved there. I do possess all possible knowledge, but there are just many different variables, so I can't. An egg salad sandwich is not an egg salad sandwich. What
Does it
sort of
matter?
egg-
Ferret, if that helps.
Pardon?
I keep it in my ferret,
You keep it in your ferret.
Yeah.
and she like slaps the old ferret bag.
What noise would that make? Because I don't think
I
it's
think like
a noise ever heard on our planet.
It definitely sounds like you slapping a dog's belly.
yeah.
Well, it depends on the kind of egg. It depends on what is binding the eggs in the egg salad sandwich.
It has just
Are you
occurred to me that
concerned
perhaps
with-
these are not chicken eggs that you're eating, Lahni. Is that what you got going on there?
Oh hell, I don't know what kind of egg it is. I just know an egg's an egg, and they all are wonderful and tasty, and excellent sources of protein.
Ioun, I have a question for you and Lonnie.
Well, hold on,
Start
not
with
done
Lonnie.
yet.
Okay.
It depends what sort of bread you're using. Are you concerned about the staleness of the bread?
I think the mayo in the salad sandwich, in the salad keeps the bread warm. So maybe even the staler the better. Not warm, wet,
Ew.
moist.
I mean, does the ferret does it allow oxygen in? Is it
bag of Holden?
okay? Well, that is good news. The bag of holding will keep it fresh longer, since it does not actually have oxygen in it.
So like forever.
Probably, yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
You're good.
What's-
Toby, did you have a question?
First, Lonnie, then you, my goddess of all knowledge. What's the best egg? Lonnie, you first.
Oh.
What's the best egg?
Well, I know it's real taboo, but one time I had just a sniff, not even a taste, but I just had a sniff of a wyvern egg, and oh mama, it smelled real good.
That is factually inaccurate. That cockatrice is the best egg. Is birthed by a rooster, and if you need to, if you do find a rooster-born egg, you need to throw it over your house, which will actually stop the cockatrice from being born.
Oh,
A little fun fact for you. That is, you can go ahead and Google that. That's true.
Rick, write that down.
Wait, is Ioun just someone who knows how to Google when none of the rest of us do?
Iounpedia.
She has Google. She's
Nope.
actually just a human who has access to Google. And she's like looking stuff up on her phone.
She's like on her iPhone, and all of them's like, "What is that?"
That's not true.
quickly being like, "Hey Siri."
She says quickly, drinking her boba tea.
I really don't have time for pointless questions that aren't, specific to the task that you're currently on. So
Given
I
the
really
knowledge-
need you
Given what you know about where we've been, do you have any recommendations for what we should prioritize doing next? Where we should go next?
Well, I don't. I mean, I do. It is possible for me to have access to all knowledge, but I don't just instantly know everything. So I don't, for instance, know what these other locations are being shown on your artifact. I mean, if you were to show them to me from a
Turns
safe
the light on.
distance, you press. I guess you wouldn't know. Well, no, you know what they are. So, is there any particular one that?
Can you remind us? Can you remind the audience?
Can you remind the audience, because we definitely know it, and we
like
remember
City of
all
Brass,
that.
I believe was one.
Well, yeah, you have learned that one of them is the City of Brass. One is so that's a massive walled city.
Mm-hmm.
The walls are made of gleaming metal. There's a barren plain with a huge fortress appearing to be made of dull metal. Legions of soldiers stand in perfect little lines, and you see a broken city apparently on fire.
Is that 3 places?
Yes, 3 places.
So those are 3 we haven't been.
Those are the 3 you haven't been.
These places suck.
Yeah, I think we went to all the good ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So which one do you press?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh.
Wait, when you press one, you go there?
No, it shows you like an image.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay. I was like, I haven't asked my question yet. Go ahead.
Which one of those guys? Which one of those guys you want more info on?
Let's find about City of Brass. That sounds cool.
What about with the one with all the fire?
That's not the City of
Let's
Brass.
leave that one delayed.
Yeah, let's pump the brakes on that bad boy.
It pops up and she goes, that appears to be the City of Brass.
Yeah, we know that.
I think can you give us any, like, what plane is it on? Like, what kind of folks are we, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely tell you more. And actually, I may even be able to give you a little bit more information because looking at it, and it seems to kind of almost zoom in a little bit. She goes, that appears to be the City of Brass is on the elemental plane of fire.
Ooh.
It is actually a hub of trade and one of the most populous sort of trading hubs in the outer plains.
Y'all were like, I don't want to go to the fireplace. Let's go to the City of Brass.
Shit, well, fireplaces.
It's still fire.
The citizens there are Ifriti.
Ooh.
And,
Wait.
yes, Toby.
No, you go ahead.
Question?
Sorry.
So they are the denizens of the elemental plane of fire. This appears to actually be specifically showing the Elite Forge, which may be where the next piece of the artifact is held.
Oh.
You will not be able to enter the Elite Forge without the consent of the ruler of the Ifriti.
Okay.
Who's the ruler of the Ifriti?
Shit. Hold on.
Googling.
You're like old computer.
Yeah, like the old, like AOL.
That just sounds like a dying goat. It doesn't
That's what
exactly
they use.
What AOL sounded like.
Come on. I thought you were a 90s kid, kind of.
That's not.
You're not a
That's
90s
okay.
kid if you didn't kill a goat in your room.
Yeah.
To download porn.
Michael, one thing
Yes.
that I saw a DM do recently was, like, I don't know this answer yet, but your characters do, and the character you're talking does. So, like, if you don't know it right now, it seems like a fun tactic to be like, okay, when it comes up, you just know them once I figure it out, but you're not going to meet them for a couple sessions. So, it's blah, blah. It was Matt Coldale that talked about it.
I wanna. Where's my list of Patreon names? I'm having a hard
I
time.
see.
The king of the Ifriti, Douglas Buttdick.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. Remember, we have an editor now.
Thank God we finally got an editor.
Finally, we have an editor.
All right.
The joke there being we've had an editor for a long time. It's just that we have broken brains and we can't help but fuck up constantly. And
Yeah.
remember that we can make better art by slowing down sometimes.
My first option is Dankus Mem.
See? I'm not wrong! They're all bad! In a good way.
You love it. Dankus is
Dankus Mem, you know, that sounds pretty good. That's a that's a great improv name.
That's my grandfather's name.
Yeah, how dare you? Dankus Mem. Kind of Genghis Khan.
This is a good one.
Get a little bit Dankus Mem.
And cut. The emperor is named Natar Dumont.
Ooh, that's a great name.
Michael, when you're going to start, you say action, not cut.
Can you
Cut.
say that again, please?
What's that?
Can you say the name again, please?
It is. I will post it in here for you.
Thank you.
It is Natar Dumont.
Dumont. That's a
Maybe
great
they're
impression.
French. Maybe they're all French.
Yeah, we're all French now.
Dumont.
Hell yeah. See, a Patreon patron did that, y'all. They just made an entire plain French.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like Arabian Nights kind of thing, but I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, we're all very white.
That feels a little off.
Let's
That
not do.
feels kind of bad.
Let's try not to do a racism as much as possible.
We can make fun of the French.
Well,
though.
yes, you'd want to avoid a hate crime if you could.
Our brother-in-law's French, so
That's true.
We can make fun of.
That's
the
so
French.
true. Yeah.
Stefan said it was fine.
Yeah.
My son's failing French, so I feel like that works.
Do your homework.
Jeez. I'm gonna kick your ass.
He keeps threatening that he's gonna listen to the show, and I'm
Oh
like,
no.
He's gonna hurt you in a way that you don't understand.
We should. I've been saying for 20 decades that we should have a Kickstarter where we go to Michael's house, record a whole bunch of fun episodes, and also kick the shit out of Michael's children and really get them on the straight and narrow.
Like, you guys just start doing your homework.
It's like a scared straight, like we're in prison, you know, like, oh.
Like I have a broken tooth and I haven't gone to the dentist in like a decade.
But-
Look at me.
But it turns out, actually, we just wanted to go talk to your children about anime.
Oh yeah, the whole time.
And we have a really great time.
Give them more illicit and dank memes, dankus memes.
Full circle. Wonderful.
Wow.
Owen, where are you going? I'm going to stay at Dankus Mem's house.
It's more like I'm going to stay at Dankus Mem's house.
Yeah, has he like fought you?
He's
yet?
a
Or, like,
baritone.
has he put things in the
choir.
top shelf that you can't reach yet?
Oh, wow.
That's why I don't want kids.
He's almost mine. It's terrifying.
I guarantee if we had a child, they would be taller than me. They would get your brothers.
Yeah, somehow
Your
they'd be like
dad's-
as big as my dad and brother.
Where were we?
Oh,
you
you're
told us
talking-
the Emperor of the Ifriti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dankus
The Emperor
Mem.
of the Afriti,
And that he's French.
Natar Dumont.
Dumont.
I believe you would need to curry his favor if you were to enter the Elite Forge.
What's his
You
favorite?
keep saying that word.
He is known to love a certain set of tournaments that you must
Okay.
battle through.
Okay.
Through each of the 4 planes: the elemental plane of water, elemental plane of earth,
Okay.
and the elemental plane of wind.
I'm not going to metagame here. But,
Defeating each, if you were to win each championship, you would earn a badge. That badge will allow you to curry the favor. Anyway,
Is there a champion after that, or
something
Okay.
like that.
okay?
Is
Damn,
there-
Scud, that sounds like right up your alley.
This guy, for some reason, that sounds like your whole entire thing.
I didn't have anything to say.
I was ready.
Dumbstruck.
think that's all I can tell you about that. Would you like to know anything about any of the others, or?
Can I ask a question real fast? It is related.
Sure.
Are there any gods right now who are in peril or a dire circumstance?
Great question.
This is why we hired her.
This is
Yes.
another pertinent and interesting question.
That's what we're about. We're a podcast that asks interesting questions.
And talks to interesting people.
My understanding is currently there is not.
Ooh,
Huh.
Score.
They're very like, how would you rate the current peril level of gods on a scale of?
That's a peril level of yellow right now.
Neutral.
Not so
Neither
bad.
agree or disagree. The perfect answer.
I have a question.
Yes, Scud.
Who is the man in the iron mask? And I'm not talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. Circa 1998.
The man in
Was it 98 or was it 97?
According to IMDb, I stuck a peek at the Google.
It was released in Taiwan in 1997. Nika, a huge Taiwanese film buff.
That's true.
I'm
The
The
man
man-
with the
1997
man
buff.
with the metal skeleton who came to the
What?
monastery that night. Who is he? Or she?
What?
Or they?
What are you talking about?
You remember my origin story?
I
I gave you no indication I was going to ask you about this.
No. I'm
It's
very
interesting
thrown.
that Michael was like, please tell me what questions you're going to ask tonight so I can give you answers.
And
And
none of us did it.
that's not true. I even told him I was going to ask him about coriander. I just didn't put it in the chat.
If you want to fill me in, maybe I can help you.
It's fine.
Can I just say something? Just for the record, I don't want to ask it because I asked one time where my brother was, and I was given the answer. I will find him whenever it is his time, and he wants to reveal himself. So I will respect his privacy right now and not answer that.
Oh,
ask
that's
that.
very mature.
Okay, you don't want to know?
I don't, well, hell. You know, I think that, like everyone says, it's about the journey, not the destination. And I would like to see what we encounter along this, and however long it takes for me to find him, I will find him in my right due time whenever I'm supposed to.
Yeah, and maybe if you found him too soon, you wouldn't be strong enough to help. The
Right,
classic-
I gotta go fast.
Exactly. The classic don't assist a snake or alligator trope. Is that what it's called? My goddess of intelligence?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I can tell you your brother's alive.
Well, that's real cool. I like to know that. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate that. I would prefer to know nothing else, though.
Can we pool all of our questions together without burning the rest of our questions and just get some hot deets on the two remaining planes, please?
Yes.
Just because we're here, and when we're here, we're family.
In the library of Ioun.
Which button do you press?
Let's do the barren metal plane of ugly metal fortress.
Oh, that one. Yeah, the dull metal.
Okay. Barren plane with a huge fortress appearing to be made of dull metal. Legions of soldiers stand in perfect little lines. It pops up, and she goes, interesting, I see. This is the headquarters of the scrolling. Why is it not here?
Whoever made this needs to get in trouble.
This is the headquarters of the Ferrum Pecunia.
Frank!
Excuse me? It is I believe the headquarters are in Palor's Hope. This isn't That's not what this is. That's not what this is.
Can someone with good whiz get an insight check on our
I
good
can
buddy
do that.
Frank?
Let me look it up real fast. I have an 11.
I don't think we have a
to
very wise
insight?
party.
What?
Plus 11 or
Yeah, I have a plus 11.
Wait, how?
I have a 20 wisdom.
Jesus Christ.
She's so wise.
Very wise.
Yeah,
She's so
Lonnie's dumb as
wise.
fuck, but she's wise because that's
so
all this
wise.
country
Thank you.
shit.
Read every almanac. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, that was my dice falling on my computer. Did you get dented it? Okay.
They're too
I got
powerful.
a 25.
You believe that Frank is telling the truth, and he also seems confused and maybe a little hurt.
Huh.
Can I put my hand on Frank's shoulder and I just say, now, maybe you were just supposed to learn this information right now and not any time before now. It's okay, Frank.
Well, where is this? Where is this supposed to be, old goddess of knowledge?
Michael, real quick, can I make an intelligence check to see if I know Frank's favorite food? I think he said it, and I could probably remember it. I think it's something really boring, like oatmeal or something.
I like cream of wheat.
I got I rolled a 7. My intelligence is +6, so I guess 11 or whatever. Wait.
Yeah, I think it is probably like a gruel type situation.
Okay, I cast
He likes Soylent.
Soylent.
He would love Soylent.
It's like, what's your favorite food? Nutrients.
I love nutrient paste.
Yeah.
He's like a Captain Holt with food.
Yeah, one of my friends would literally go, bland, when she would get like a white breast chicken and
Oh,
white rice burrito or whatever.
I don't.
She's like, I crave bland. Like,
what?
Liz, you're fucking crazy and I love you. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and create a instantaneous harmless sensory effect of the scent of the most blandest gruel this side of Elysium.
Frank seems to relax a little, and he's like, what is that heavenly smell? Heavenly aroma. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Where is this supposed to be? And she goes, well, this is the 9 hells. This is the first layer of the 9 hells. This is actually Tiamat's lair.
Oh my god.
Who,
Frank!
by the way, has been summoned to Drunkeros. Just FYI.
Yeah. Oh, we do know that, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Or you warned us, I believe.
Right. Sometimes I repeat myself. It's hard
I
having
get
so
that.
much knowledge in my head at all times.
Okay. If we were to teleport there, where should we start first, do you think?
Hard for me to say. If you wanted to get in, you would probably need some sort of clearance. Maybe some. I mean, if this person here is truly a member of the Ferrum Pecunia, then he might be able to gain access to their corporate structure.
Frank can lead us into hell.
God, I love the idea of breaking into like Hellbank.
It's Hellbank. It's
Yeah.
true.
And I think like
Oh, man.
there is like literal Hellbanks in D&D, and I think that's cool.
I like it.
As someone who used to work in the banking and finance, every bank is a hell bank.
That sounds correct.
What do they keep there? Like in these actual hell banks, they keep money? Is it like
Souls.
souls? Is it
Paintings.
That's the police.
Well, Tiamat is renowned for her greed and her love of wealth of all kinds. And that's where she keeps her hoard.
all kinds? So like emotional wealth and just like,
Friendship.
family.
Health, wealth.
I'm fairly literal, so that's not what I meant.
Jewels, crowns, gold pieces,
Sapphire.
nuggets of gold.
Ingots.
Artifacts.
Ooh.
offshore banking accounts.
He loves it. Ponzi schemes.
Is Asmodeus fucking around in our world?
Asmodeus and Tiamat have a understanding.
Okay.
He resides in the lowest level of hell, where he rules over all. And as long as she is benefiting him, then he allows her to continue to reside there.
Okay. Is there an artifact that could harm Tiamat?
I mean, the artifact that you're gathering now.
Oh, good. Oh, she's a god. She counts as a god?
She does count as a god.
Perf.
Is this what we're supposed to use artifact on?
Yeah. Ioun, is this what we're supposed to use the artifact on?
You're supposed to gather the artifact and destroy it.
Ioun, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If we kill every evil god, is that bad?
Yes, that would be bad.
No.
There needs to be balance in the universe.
Well,
Are you friends with the Raven Queen?
That sounds like something.
We go way back.
People are good, actually, type logic.
yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I know you know a lot of things, but
I just got real horny for us being like at 20th level, being like, all right, let's kill every
all
god.
the bad gods.
Can we do it and then take all their portfolios and become gods ourselves?
I mean, that seems pretty literal for D&D. I think like
I
one of the
wanna
current
do that.
pantheons is like up jumped adventurers, kind of, right?
Sure.
Not that I know what the current pantheon is, but
It's definitely. I know that there is definitely someone who did it. That's like a great adventurer or whatever in
Yeah.
the lore.
yeah, one of the shows I watched, like they talk about so and so fought so and so know this, but it was done in 1970.
One of the reasons that we're allowing this particular group to pursue this particular quest is that we believe that you wouldn't do something of that nature.
Oh, well, thanks, I guess. Well, how about this last place?
It's referring to us like the guard in Idiocracy. This particular individual.
You press the last button and it pops up. And she stares at it for a while. And her brow kind of furrows. And she goes, "This must be some sort of some sort of tampering or some sort of fake. This doesn't appear to be a real place."
What? What?
Yeah, this is not real.
Could this be like if someone had their own personal plane? Would you be privy to that information, or could that be something that this is?
I suppose that's possible, but I mean, I know most of those as well.
Are there magics both strange and arcane that could block your knowledge?
I sincerely doubt that.
Okay.
Are there magics that could mess with this orb to make it display a fake plane?
Could it have been hacked by the Russians?
Well, there's this artifact. One of the reasons it's so powerful is it has a small piece of the soul of one of these proto-gods in it. Almost like a Horcrux. That's not you'd know about. And so I don't believe that's possible. It does itself have a bit of a will of
Interesting.
its own.
Well,
But
wow, that's very scary. Can we trust the Circle of Seven if we come in contact with them?
I believe so. My understanding is that one of their members did go rogue, but
That's right.
my understanding is that they have been working towards balance, which is something that I believe in personally.
Yeah, so this god's whole deal is like intelligence balance, no like emotional like value
killing all the
judgments,
bad
right?
gods.
Yeah.
So we gotta take what she's saying with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I
She's
think.
basically just literal neutral.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Michael did tell us in our G chat to prep us that like we literally can't ask everything, so we have to be prepared to like ask specific things.
She has limits to her knowledge.
Yeah.
She's trying to be helpful though.
And I think it's more
extremely helpful.
Yeah, I thank you. I'm living a 5-star review on God Yelp for sure. And you know, it's sometimes more fun for us if we, you know, have to struggle a little bit, such as so we can get out of our egg as we are the alligators in this instance. Do y'all have any other questions about these planes? I think we could probably hold off on this weird situation until we have more. I mean, I doubt we're ever going to find anyone smarter than Ioun, but.
I mean, Ioun, do you have any concept of what would happen to us if we were to try to go to this fake plane?
Well, I don't think you can go there. I don't think it's real.
Ew. It's not like we would be sucked into some weird time warp or
You wouldn't know where.
dream.
There's nowhere to go. So.
Okay.
Do you happen to know what God's soul is in this?
Good question.
Or is there a way
one
in
of
which we
the-
can find it out?
Yes, one of the original proto-gods who was the member of the original Circle of Seven who actually created this artifact.
Now, who's that?
He does not have a name that I'm aware of.
Oh. If I could ask a more personal question, is it possible to using magic I haven't heard of, is it possible to imbue life into one's simulacra? I have a Toby 2, and I want to give Toby 2 life, and I think he deserves it. He's been alive for so long that he feels real to me. So, do you know of any way that I can make him real?
I mean, that doesn't. There's much easier ways to create life.
But I want him.
You have a penis, and you could use that penis.
But that's not that. He wants to make this one alive.
Right.
He doesn't want to just make anyone alive.
Yeah. I want to make, you know who Toby 2 is if you know everything. I want to make Toby 2 real. He's like a brother to me.
Not. He's an object. I wouldn't.
No, he's not. He's important and he has value.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible. It would not be good for you. It would not. It would involve some sacrifice on your part.
Okay. Okay.
It would have to either take part of yourself or part of some other living being with a soul.
Huh.
And essentially take part of their soul and put it into him.
Okay.
Which is not something that you should do lightly.
Oh, for sure.
What are the ramifications of doing that?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Toby.
No, please. It's a very emotional and intense moment.
There's not a lot of evidence of what that is, because that's not something that people choose to do typically. Somebody becoming a lich, for instance, would use that to prolong their own life, not essentially maim their own soul to create what is essentially a meat puppet.
Oh,
no judgments on my part.
Oh gosh. Okay. Do you know where I can find a little breadcrumb to find this information?
She takes a piece of paper, a scrap of parchment, if you would.
Okay.
And scribbles down some things onto it and hands it to you and says, this will give you directions to a book in the stack, so that should give you more information on that topic.
Thank you so much.
You need to have it back in 2 weeks or there will be a fine.
How much is the fine?
8 copper pieces.
All right, somebody in the chat start calculating that now, because we're never returning it, and we need a constant tally of what the library fine is.
Exponential or
by the domain Toby'sLibraryFine.com.
Can I say that now in my head, Ioun looks like the librarian from The Magicians?
Yes, exactly.
Very much.
It's perfect.
With like blue eyes that glow for some reason.
Yeah,
I see blue and white
seen
as
that
like
movie.
knowledge.
That TV movie that they have multiple of.
It's a whole like series of movies.
Yeah.
I love the Magicians.
Well, if no one else has any questions, I feel like I should circle back around on Scud's question because I do want to help you. If I just, the
iron
DM
filter
just
man?
doesn't know what you're talking about. Was there a document somewhere that had this information?
No, it's probably not something that we can actually cover right now. So
Just dropping a little breadcrumb for the future.
yeah, it's more. I pretty much expected you to just be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and then we move on. Which we sort of did.
Wow.
Michael's trying to actually help.
Wow, what a cursed energy.
All right then. I do have to go and do some stuff. So unless anyone else has any questions,
What's the worst egg?
the worst egg,
Yes.
frog spawn. As far as eating goes,
Sure.
I mean, what else do you do with an egg?
well, you can
Bake.
hatch
you
it
def-
into
yeah.
a creature.
Okay. What's the best pizza place?
Toby, I feel like you're just stalling now.
I'm stressed out.
Are you just trying to delay us going to the next place? Are you worried? Like,
I just don't feel like I'll ever find someone else. Can I come back later and maybe apprentice under you for a little bit?
Maybe when all of this is said and done. Yeah.
Yay! Am I the smartest person on Drunk Roast?
Well, there is a ring.
Yes, I know the
That's
ring.
fine.
I know the ring. Besides the ring, as long as I'm not in that room.
As long as you're not in that room, yes. And the answer is Ray on 7th.
Huh?
Ray's Pizza on 7th.
Oh, 7th.
Yeah, that's the real one.
That's not Birch or Apple. Ray's on 7th. Write that down. Worst egg is frog. Ray's on 7th.
best pizza.
Best pizza.
Okay, I've got to go.
All right.
Thanks for your help.
You're so helpful. Oh wait, how do we get to? Oh no, we have this crystal, right? That can take us anywhere. No.
Right. I forgot I gave you that. Yep.
Okay. Right. I can't remember if we used a crystal to get here for freezies, or what. But all right. Thanks, Ioun. You're great.
Bye.
Oh, thank you. Bye. Come back now.
She just turns her chair around.
There's no desk back there, just wall. Really kingpinning it from the hit television show on Netflix, Daredevil.
I think we should go to hell first.
No.
If Robin Williams and Cuba Gooding Jr. could make it back in What Dreams May Come, also in 1998. Listen, I even had her page open to a very specific IMDb.
When did Pokemon come out? I don't think it was 98, but maybe it was. No.
I mean,
I feel like it was
do
around
we
then.
think that going to hell first should we try to power up a little bit more before we go to hell? Or
No, we
Michael,
can
can
be-
we make like a survival, history, religion check to see what theoretically, we probably could have asked Ioun, but to see what theoretically would be safer? Like, I'm definitely adding in Tim Lanning's knowledge of, I don't want to fuck with Tiamat till at least another level, but I feel like it's probably realistic for a group of 18th level adventurers to know one shan't fuck with Tiamat lightly.
Well, you do know that Tiamat is not there.
That's a good point, actually.
She's in Drunk Roast.
Oh,
That's a
so
great point.
actually, maybe we should go there now.
That's actually a very good point. Nice job, Skud.
We
Nice
could
job,
be
Skud.
like Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan, also
What are you
1998. A lot of movies came out in 1998. The Truman Show, Something
know
About
that-
Mary,
What a great year for film.
Patch Adams.
When did Saving Private Ryan come out?
1998.
I remember getting in trouble for watching that VHS. It's rated R. There's probably a titty in it. I don't know.
You gotta watch Enemy at the Gates for a titty.
Oh man.
You see a titty?
I'm pretty sure you see a titty. I remember
It's
watching
a really gross sex scene, but
Young.
between Jude Law and Rachel Weisz, the two most beautiful people on the planet. But golly beans. Well, obviously Toby will get the book. Michael, we don't need to make a huge deal of it, but he'll, rent it, check it out. We should probably go back to the White Spire, or excuse me, the Tower of Grey before we go to the next place. I was totally on team City of Brass, but I think Scud's suggestion of going to Fair and Pecunium while Tiamat is gone and hold some friggin' water as hell. So.
I agree with that.
It can't be. That's not the real. That's not the. It's.
Well, we
I
gotta go at
want
least
for,
check it out, Frank. You know,
But it's not. I mean,
Frank-
I'm sure. Fine, but it's not. That's not the headquarters, though. That's not.
I say, Frank, take a knee. Sorry, Lonnie, you were saying.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Frank, if you don't think that's where the headquarters is, that's fine. Maybe your headquarters is in Paylor because that's what you learned.
I'm sure my boss, if you all remember his name, Osiri Draculus, would tell you that a Tiamat, a dragon, isn't our big boss.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Tower of Grey small meeting, which is meaning Frank, stand here, and then I spray more gruel scent in his nose to let him really.
Is this like a player meeting? Is that what is it?
Yeah.
Like the coach over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the coach.
This is some you time, Frank.
Yeah.
For you and your girl.
I'm gonna really put in in a handkerchief the most intensely bland gruel smell.
You putting it on his face like it was chloroform.
Chloroforming him, but with the blandest
His eyes
gruel.
just roll back.
He's nutting over this gruel.
I huddle around. Hey guys, idea. What if we break into the slightly less horrifically terrifying bank in Paylor's Hope?
You try to see what's up.
Yeah, because we have Frank that can get us in there. I whisper hushly.
I mean, that seems like a good idea. Also, sorry, just side note. Did Frank say his boss's name was Osiri Draculus?
That's a very bad name.
That Draculus sounds kind of like the root of dragon.
Oh.
I
If I was
pretty
a-
good at school, okay? I'm not a nerd.
Did you read the Scarlet Harlot book 4?
Within
Within the depths of. Oh wait, what? How many books are out? Yeah, I don't want to ruin our canon.
About many Scarlet Harlot books are out.
I think there's new ones coming out all the time.
Yeah. I think canonically, one of the newest versions, and I don't remember what number, and I don't want to break our timeline. And we've watched too much of The Magicians, so our brains
Who
are
knows
poisoned.
what's real anymore.
So we could swap the banks, and nobody would be any the wiser that we're not in a hell bank. They wouldn't know. It'd be just like swapping parents in the Parent Trap. Lindsay Lohan, 1998.
Can I do a intelligence check to know what Scud's favorite thing is? I got like a 18-ish.
What my favorite thing is?
What's your favorite food?
Oh, my
Have
favorite.
have you ever mentioned
Wait
it?
a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a
Tostitos.
minute. I know why you want to know this, but hey, a roll's a roll. Cracker Crunchers.
All right, I infuse I throw a mist of Cracker Crunchers into his face. I don't think that we can swap banks, but maybe that's a thing that's possible. But I think Ioun said that we needed to have clearance, right? If Frank can get us into the branch in Paylor's Hope, I bet we can find some really damning evidence there.
HR's real sticklers. I don't.
How did he hear us?
He didn't put enough gruel on the rag.
We're okay to go to Paylor's Hope right now, right? There's nothing bad going on there.
Because we don't know about the battle. The battle's happening right now,
We're
right?
like
Battle's happening right now in Deep Home.
In Deep Home, yeah. So I do love the idea of us just like hanging out in a library or a coffee shop, staking out the bank and depot. Meanwhile, like thousands of people from Tidtown and such are dying.
Yeah.
Oops.
Our bad.
Oopsies.
I think that your Paylor's Hope idea is good, Toby.
Thanks.
I think we should do that and get some intel before we go to hell.
Yeah, and Ioun said that none of the gods were in immediate danger. So I would like to take a week of RP time to, maybe, come up with some ideas. There's a word I'm looking for where you just like talk to commoners and then you get information.
Gather information.
Gather intel with it. Carousing.
I don't think I knew what that meant. I thought carousing was like I'm causing trouble.
I mean, we might cause
trouble. Looking for love.
That's rabble rousing.
Rabble rousing. And I kind of want to take a peek-see at making Toby 2 real, because y'all, we're getting into some serious dangerous territory, and if I die, I think Toby 2 might disappear while my soul is transferred to somewhere. So I'd like to make sure that's chill and fine and good before I die.
Yeah, that makes sense, Toby.
Thank you.
I support that.
Thank you. And if there really is this horrifically scary evil bank that's run by the cutting chaotic dragon queen her dang self, well, it's our duty to make the realm better, and we owe it to Tom Harper to make the city better, and to King Titus himself before he trusted us.
Yeah.
I'm good with going back to Paylor's Hope, as long as we're not an enemy of the state, Will Smith, 1998.
Well, I think
that Scud's from a different realm called Earth.
I just saw Google for a second.
I mean, Jet had a beeper, and now Scud.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
I think this is a great spot to end our episode. Folks.
Yeah, it was a very classic Drunks and Dragons. Not even a planning episode per se. It was an atypical Drunks and Dragons planning episode.
It was a decision. Like, we went through the information that we had, and then we made a decision.
Yep. And we're, instead of barreling head first into the Dragon Queen herself, we're starting small at apparently some sort of Asari Draculus or whatever, which is such a spooky name. Michael, I gotta tell you, naming people like this, it's a big giveaway. All right. Gotta tell you.
You all saw this coming like a mile away.
So we can do reviews now, or what?
Sure.
Shit about like other pizza places?
Yeah.
I even have it open. I haven't scrolled to the right area, but
Tim, can you read some reviews?
I'd love to.
Do it.
I'm gonna start when we start the reviews saying what the date is and see how many days we get. So this is from December 27th. Learned about this podcast about a month ago from Mulintane Drew.
Oh, I
Did I do that one decently? 88 says, started from the beginning, and now I'm on episode 56, and I'll see you mother truckers soon. Organic Farmer Geek from Canada says, good enough to listen to. Good day, mate. Sometimes I laugh when I listen to this podcast. Keeps me entertained while weeding, planting, seeding, harvesting veggies during summer, and making magic wands in the winter.
All right.
I like that.
As a magic user.
Bam1235 says, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, amazing podcast. It keeps my long days of making medical devices interesting, to say the least. Oh, daddy. Kara Seam from Finland, another Finland. Title, episode 68. Pretty good. 5. Insert something funny here out of 5. T-Shed from the United States says, excellent podcast. This podcast is fantastic. Sorry, I had a sandwich. I started at the beginning of their second story arc, but about halfway through, I found myself enjoying the story and goofs of the group so much that I went back to episode 1 to listen to the whole catalog. Listening to this podcast, you'll experience the full range of human emotions. Listening to this podcast, end up feeling like you're best friends with the whole group. Sayer actually says, amazing. Been listening for over a year. Looking forward to the live stream for EP 300. This was the first podcast I listened to and got me into the rest of GeeklyInc. Keep up the good work. Boomerang says, best medieval commerce simulation podcast. Want to know the challenges of building a shipping empire? Do you agonize over allocation of resources when preparing for an adventure? This is the podcast for you to listen to Tom, Aludra, Junpei, Winston, Harper, Jayla, and whatever members of the crew of the podcast decide are alive as they go, from humble beginnings to running thriving medieval shipping empire, all while dealing with annoying interludes like demon apocalypses, extra-dimensional threats, and the occasional dragon. Thank you. Lafayette says, or Marquise de Lafayette, or Marquise, depending on...
Marquis?
Lafayette.
Marquis. Final Fantasy 12, I think, said Marquis. So
I think that's technically Marquis is how you
really?
pronounce it. Yeah, which I don't like.
That's fucked up. I always come back to this one. Been listening to this podcast on and off from Australia since 2013. Something about the combination of personalities always keeps me coming back. Thanks for all the giggles, crew. Fold Up Rex. A lot of Stitcher reviews, everyone. Thank you so much. Fold Up Rex says, too many hours of perfection. We're finally in 2019, everybody. Waited until I finished my 10th full listen through.
Nah, come on.
That's
so many.
Why? I actually, in Fold Up Rex's defense, you gotta listen to every episode 10 times.
You really need to.
Safe to say this is one of the best podcasts out there. Sadly, I'm not an OG slabber. Tim, stop reading here. Okay, let's give it some whatever. It's not mean, but I do like that they threw that in there. Like, this is just for the cast, you know. La Freak, the okayest, says, everything you need in a podcast. I've been listening to these guys for quite a while. I was on and off until one day I decided to stick with it. I didn't listen to music for nearly a month until I started getting close to finishing all the available episodes. I started cutting back and listening to only 2 a day max. Thank you so much. Alex131 says, best way to get into podcasts. Wow, a lot of new podcasts.
Yeah.
I started listening to Drunks and Dragons podcast in order to learn how to play D&D. Little did I know that I would not learn a single thing and still enjoy every bit of it. How dare you? This podcast is funny, emotional, exciting, and deserves every bit of 5 stars. The cast is great, and I look forward to catching up to you all on Twitch now that I'm all caught up. Hope you're here now. Boob Burrito from Denmark. I don't remember a recent Denmark one. Worst dining experience ever. So I think every single worst blank ever, as long as it's not worst D&D podcast ever, are always funny.
Yeah.
So I was recommended this restaurant by some friends, so I decided to try it out. Big mistake. While the staff was fun and friendly, they made no effort to take my order. Instead, they went on and on about Nat 20s, dragon boners, bone cages, dog sausages, and ferret wine. The last 2 sounded somewhat like food, so that's what I ended up ordering. All the while, you could hear the chef in the background yelling about being double poisoned. Now the staff weren't allowed to revivify anyone. Thank you very much. Gra0 says best D&D podcast ever. Now that one, that's what you do. You say that.
That's
what
good
you say.
when you say that.
This podcast is really amazing. I've never listened to D&D, and I'm not big on podcasts, but this one, why? I'm very curious why Gra H0 just listens to us. I've never played D&D, and I'm not big on podcasts, but this was the one I can't stop listening to. I discovered in the fall in 2018. It just got caught up just in time for episode 300. I don't think I've ever laughed as hard as when Harper spent 5 minutes reciting the Independence Day speech. Just to roll in that one. When Tom and Roz first played Fish Bucket, when Jayla was forced to choose between Blood Drinker and her own Pegasus. There's too many great moments to list them all. Can't wait for Ep 300. Red Dog Ate It from the United States says, good fun. Not quite an OG slabber, but been listening for a long time. These guys crack me up. Often the RPP is pretty good. Sometimes they digress. Often they digress. Today they digress. Archmage Era says, need more boob burritos. I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, though have never had the opportunity to. In November 2018, I was talking to a friend about Dungeons and Dragons, and she told me about your podcast and how it got her wanting to play as well. And she was starting a new campaign online with people that following week. I started listening on December 4th, 2018, and now on January 4th, 2018, I have just finished the 150th episode. My desire to play D&D has increased so much by listening to this podcast. I'm so glad my friend told me to listen to it. Thank you so much, everyone. As they said, we are on January 4th now. A solid, 6 days we moved on?
Nice.
Damn, we're doing it. We'll get to March 7th eventually. Thank you so much, everyone. Please review us on iTunes or Stitcher. Please review every other podcast that makes you happy, because it's dark out there, and creators need a little bit of light to help them through
So true.
the dog shit.
So true. Thank you, everybody. If you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast, and I'm at Thrifty Nerd.
I'm at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I'm at Nika_Howard.
I'm at the Mike Bachmann, Babe Pig in the City, The Waterboy, Godzilla, Mulan, Blade, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Pleasantville, The Big Lebowski, A Bug's Life. All 1998.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure in this episode of Drunks and Dragons or movies that premiered in 1998? Well, make sure to head over to GeeklyInc.com where you can find other thrilling podcasts, fan art to make you blush, and gear to level up your adventuring quest. When you've finished grabbing pizza by the very best Ray's on 7th, head on over to Apple Podcast or your other podcast app of choice to leave us a 5-star rating and review. You can find new episodes of Drunks and Dragons completely ad-free on Stitcher Premium. For a free month of Stitcher Premium, go to stitcherpremium.com/Wondery and use promo code Wondery. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/DND podcast. Once you become a patron, you have access to exclusive content that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Make sure to join us on April 27th for the 24-hour Geekly charity stream benefiting the Trevor Project. If you've been wanting to meet your favorite podcasters and other fantastic Geeklies, don't miss out on GeeklyCon 2019 in Columbus, Ohio. Dates are July 18th through the 21st, and tickets are on sale now at geeklycon.com. New episodes come out every Monday, so go subscribe, get your quest log filled, and get ready for things to get dicey.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep it dicey. Stop and export.
Stop, export. I love episodes like that because it feels the most like episodes just for us, where we get to like really lean into the fact that we are playing our own campaign, you know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Set our shit up. Oh man, my brain. Ooh boy.
Oh boy. I was like, I think I do another one, and then I was just like, oh, I can't see anything right now.
What is this episode?
306.
I'm really glad we're only doing one tonight because I did not think you were going to go back to Paler's Hope.
Hey man, you gave us that. You get what a beautiful quest you sent us on. What a joy it is to be thrown a curveball.
Oh my God, our cats are so
now I can
loud
prepare.
I got excited because I felt like one of my characters had a good idea that we were actually going to do for a second, but then it changed.
We are doing
that. We're just taking a very
just a detour.
brief detour.
Just a detour.
No, not a detour. We would not be doing this if not for your character.
It's prep for that.
We're 110% doing what your character wanted.
And I 100% realized that Tiamat wasn't in hell, and that's why I wanted to go there. It was.
I mean, you said it.
That was my idea.
That was your idea. Thank you so much, everyone on Twitch. Sorry that we're not doing 2 episodes.
Me and Timmy's very tired. I'm probably gonna I might literally go get in bed right now.
I might force myself to stay awake a little bit longer, but
maybe like a little longer, but not.
Not that I think I'd wake up at like 7 or 8 or 6.
I might try to go crochet for like a half hour or something.
I gotta grind Destiny.
Weird jet lag.
I was worried about that because again, like we took a nap earlier, like 5 o'clock, which probably was a mistake. Like wake up and it's dark outside. It's like I could have just kept sleeping, and then we would have woken up at like 3:30 again. Like, fuck.
Minard M1984 says play some Magic, Tim, which leads me to a thing that I wanted to tell you, which is out of nowhere, without my doing it all. My daughter came home and was like, I joined the Magic Club at school.
Like Magic the Gathering or like...
And I was like, what? Yeah, Magic the Gathering. And
really?
She had some weird thing about how like that was the only club that had spots left that wasn't lame. And I was
So
like,
cool.
Wait, can you let's just reevaluate how far the sentence you said has come.
I know, man.
So that was like, all right. I mean, if you want to get into Magic,
chess, we're full, so I had to go through the next cool club,
which is Magic the Gathering.
That's awesome. That's so
yeah,
fun.
I'm cool with that. Like I know very little about Magic, but
you know what? You're gonna now. You're gonna learn it.
Willing to do something weird and nerdy with my daughter.
Yep.
Get her on Magic Online or Magic Arena. Magic Online is more confusing.
She was just psyched that I had like a small box of Magic.
Oh really?
That's very cute.
Oh yeah,
man, we should fucking teach Eddie Ollie Magic or something. I love it.
I tried like 2 years ago to get them both to play, and they were like, "No, thanks."
This is not Pokemon.
They have to come from it like of their own.
That's so
volition.
true.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. Yeah, someone sent us a review book on like Roblox, and I know that my nephew loves like computer coding stuff, and there's like a coding for Roblox
I don't
thing.
even know what Roblox is.
It's like Minecraft Legos. I don't
My
know.
son has played more Roblox than I think any other game.
And I was like, "Yo, does
Terrible.
Ollie like Roblox?" And my sister-in-law was like, "So does Addie." And I was like, "Oh hell yeah, take that."
I mean, that's actually like 0% surprising considering how much she loves to do like science experiments and like also asked for power tools for Christmas when she was like 5 years old.
Yeah, it's
So
like they love
The thing-
You guys got the little like set for, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And this year we got them like slime creation, like to make slime and like crystal growing
Yeah.
kit. I hope
Kids
they
love
like
to make
it.
slime.
Yeah, apparently
I would
slime is
love
like
it.
the shit for kids now.
I would like
Rob-
to do a crystal growing kit myself right now.
Same.
Roblox is complete garbage, but like they have games for literally because it's like there's copyright, just forget it. They have games for like every weird fucking thing. Like Owen, like last week was playing some JoJo game.
Seriously?
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, my stand in this game is blah blah blah,"
Oh my
and all this
God.
shit. It's like any anime you can think of. They have some weird fucking game attached to it.
That's
hilarious.
wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send my niece and nephew this coding book, and who knows what's gonna come out of it.
Let's see, man.
I didn't request the book, therefore I can do whatever I want with it.
I want one suitcase full of magic cards. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon and Schuster.
Oh man,
Oh,
Nika, I like your shirt. Where did you get that from?
Thank you. It's the last podcast on the left shirt.
It's really cool.
That's
I
great.
love it. It's from Hungry Ghost Press, which I think is like a pretty like small little company.
Yeah.
But it's like super. It is very soft. It was a little starchy whenever I first wore it.
Yeah.
But now it's really soft, and this graphic is like wonderful. And I just realized I was looking at it earlier. Like it says things from the beginning of the podcast. Like
Oh,
this
that's
one
cool.
says that's when the cannibalism started. It's so good. I love it.
I saw
So
it
much.
while we were recording, and I thought maybe it was an Omocat shirt, and then I was looking at Omocat also to keep me like awake while we were recording.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm this close to getting that one with the girl with the eyes. I love that one.
So-
Is that the one you're looking at right now?
no, this is a different. I'm gonna send to Nika the one I'm looking at right now. That I'm super into.
Yeah, I think that 2019 is going to be an interesting year for a Drunks and Dragons podcast,
Great.
and I hope that we are able to expand our horizons for weird merch and things like that as well. Get a Momo Cat deal, just like Uniqlo or whatever. What if Uniqlo had like a My Hero Academia, Jump Force,
Drunks and
whatever
Dragons.
thing, and then also a Drunks and Dragons thing.
I would like it.
All right. Well, I gotta go.
All right,
late.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. We're next
Love
Thursday.
you. Next Thursday,
See you
we'll
next
be
week.
back, and hopefully 0 fire alarms before.
Yay.
Fingers crossed.
Please, I
Bye.
can't do this anymore.
Bye.
Here goes.
Bye.